Don't you want to be a millionaire? Previously, the word millionaire was rarely used to describe successful people, but nowadays there are more millionaires than you can count. You are no different than them. You can be a millionaire, but only if you know these laws of success. This book is one of the most practical, proven, and tested courses for success. When it comes to making millionaires, these lessons are used by hundreds of millionaires around the world. A journey to self-discovery. You will learn how to understand your passion in life and set a definite goal. You will also learn the importance of focus and making use of the law of attraction to ease your way through success. Starting with an actionable plan, you will then move on to lessons that will help you be more confident and teach you how to act as a leader. You don't make the first move towards success, no one will ever invite you in. As success comes from having great ideas, you will also learn the importance of having a vivid imagination and being creative. You can trust the power of this course. This book has managed to make about 3,000 millionaires within 6 months. Some of them didn't even have a business, but they started something new. If you don't have a business, start one right now. If you don't have a goal, you will learn how to become one of the most successful people in the world simply by reading this book. If they can do it, so can you. Introduction to the Mastermind. The mastermind is a mind that is all about collective work. Two people can work together to achieve a specific goal. Like any other organism in this world, the mind is made out of energy. Two minds may have a different energy. This energy can cause two minds to fall in love with each other at first sight. It can also cause two people to hate each other. When two minds are attracted and function within the same energy, they construct a collective mind. This mind is more powerful and can do a lot more than an individual mind. Imagine if 4 or 5 people gather around the same mental energy. They agree on the same goal and follow the same principles. If this group of people combine their resources and work together, they would become unstoppable. For examples of a mastermind, let's talk about these 3 powerful men: Ford, Edison, and Firestone. Ford was a powerful man. If he had wanted to gather $1 billion, he could have done so quickly. All he had to do was make some phone calls, then he would have his $1 billion ready at his disposal. When he started his automobile business, Ford received $225 million as payment for cars that had not yet been delivered to their owners. It is so rare that you find a product that sells in this grandeur before even hitting the market. It was all due to the power of trust that the customers had put in him. Second famous man on our list is Thomas Edison. He was known to be very religious. He was not the type that follows the Bible. He was more focused on the Bible of nature. He always felt at one with his surroundings. This connection with nature caused Edison to invent the first voice recording phonograph. He also brought lightning from the stormy sky to Earth so that man could harness it for all kinds of purposes. His inventions and contributions to the world are countless. The third on our list is Harvey Firestone. He was the brain behind Firestone tire industry. Just like Ford and Edison, he began his success story without any money or any education. All that Firestone had was determination and a mind that was made for success. What most people ignore is that a strong friendship connects these 3 well-known figures. Each year they gathered in the wilderness to go hunting. They used this time to relax and recharge their energy. They had a strong connection that helped them to be as great as they were. This connection is what we referred to in this chapter as the mastermind. Some people may doubt this claim, but the similarities between the 3 men prove that they were feeding off each other's energy. All 3 of them started from the bottom, were not educated for success, and had no support other than their own self. The fact that they became some of the most successful names in history proves that their relationship has made for a potent tool, which is a mastermind. A definite chief aim. A person must have a goal for 2 reasons. First, when you set a definite goal, you are programming yourself to act according to that goal. It is psychologically proven that when we focus our thoughts on something specific, we perform automatically according to that goal. The second benefit of having one definite goal in life is forming a working plan that will give you riches. We all want to be successful and wealthy, but it can only happen when we focus our power and energy on one path. Since power is an organized effort, having a definite goal will attract people that share the same mindset as you do. When you combine your energies, you can create a powerful mastermind that will guarantee your extraordinary success. You can learn from the tale of the man who had 7 sons. The sons were always fighting with each other. They never worked together or agreed on anything. To teach his sons a lesson, the old man gathered them in one room. He brought 7 sticks and combined them together to form one strong bundle. Then the old man asked his sons to break the bundle. Each son tried, but not one of them could succeed in breaking the bundle of sticks. The old man smiled. He then cut the rope loose and the sticks separated. He gave each son a stick and he asked them to break it. This time all of them managed to break each stick. The old man explained to his sons that the lesson from these 7 sticks is precious. If they are bound together, the sticks are strong and they cannot be broken. But once they are separated, they are weak and they broke very quickly. The old man taught the sons that if they work together, no one can hurt them or stand in their way for success. But if they keep arguing and living separate lives, they will always be weak and people will always take advantage of them. An organized effort is a very powerful tool for success. Never underestimate the people around you. You need to have a goal, focus on it, and find people that will stand by your side to achieve it. Self-confidence. Did you know that what is standing between you and your desired success is your fear? Fear is the leading cause of all our shortcomings. We are scared of being poor, being criticized, getting sick, getting old, and even dying. Due to our physical build and our social norms, we grew up to be afraid of almost anything. To get over our fear, we need to be confident, and to make use of the law of autosuggestion, be confident and be positive. Let the law of attraction do its wonders. When you focus on one goal, you will attract everything and everyone that will ease your way towards success. Self-confidence is your best ally if you think your dreams are bigger than you can handle. You can learn from the story of the greatest salesman in the world. Charlie is timid. He is known to be passive and accepting. He believed that to live a peaceful life, you must live behind the shadows where no one can see you or notice your existence. One day, Charlie heard a lecture about self-confidence. He was so touched by the words he heard in that lecture, he immediately decided to change. The next day, Charlie went to his boss and asked him to change his position in the newspaper company. Charlie said that he wanted to work in the advertising department. The manager agreed, and Charlie started his new job that day. Everyone was betting on his failure, but Charlie was so determined to succeed. He went to his new office, and he made a list of the people he wanted to sell the product to. This list was different. Charlie did not pick names of pleasant people. He chose the clients that no one can manage to close a deal with. Charlie was confident, but his nature was still shy. So he decided to go to the park. He took the list of the names and kept repeating them over and over. He kept saying to himself that by the end of this month, the names on this list will buy the products for sure. During the first week in his new position, Charlie managed to make 3 names from his list to buy and advertise in their newspaper. Before the end of the month, Charlie was able to convince all the names on the list. Only one name kept refusing his offer. The next month, Charlie didn't start working on new merchants, but he kept insisting on that one name for a whole month. He kept calling the client every morning, and the merchant would say no. By the end of the month, the merchant asked Charlie why he kept wasting his time and calling him every day when he knew that he would still say no to the offer. Charlie answered in the smartest way. He explained that by calling the merchant every day, he learned every excuse that a client would say to reject a salesperson. Charlie can now build a strategy to conquer every reason and make his sales pitches stronger. The merchant was surprised. He praised Charlie's persistence and his self-confidence. He finally agreed to buy an advertising spot because of Charlie's determination. This deal turned out to be the most crucial one of his career. This sale alone was able to make Charlie a millionaire, and he became the most famous salesperson in the world. The habit of saving. People form habits by doing the same thing over and over again. These habits can be positive or negative. Saving money, for instance, is a powerful habit that every successful man has. To save money, you need to distribute your income in a certain way. You need to keep saving at least 10% of your earnings each month. If you save 20%, it would be better. Saving money is your way to financial independence. You can start new projects with your savings that will generate more money. In this way, you will guarantee your success and your wealth. Here's the story of a young farmer who turned his savings into wealth. Sam left his farm to look for other opportunities. He landed a job at a printing plant. Sam watched one of his coworkers save $5 a week. He was impressed, and he decided to do the same. After 3 years of working at this printing plant, Sam managed to save $900. One day, the printing plant faced a difficult time. The owners had financial problems, and they were about to close the business. Sam had $900 in his savings account, and he wanted to help. So he invested the money, and he earned 50% interest in return. By saving money, Sam managed to keep his job. He also made $25,000 of profit every year. Sam never knew that this is going to happen, but opportunities come when they are least expected. Sam is ready to welcome any profitable opportunity because he saved money. No matter how small you can save, believe that one day your savings will bring you millions of dollars. It may be difficult to save 20% or even percent because cutting expenses is a challenging commitment. You may be forced to give up some friends who indulge in the habit of spending money just for the sake of entertainment. But you have to be determined and stay focused on your one definite goal. Sam was poor. He was not earning that much. But he is smart, and he built the powerful habit of saving money. Now Sam is rich and happy. So why not do the same and be rich as well? Initiative and leadership. Confidence is a critical component of great leadership. You can't be a good leader without being self-confident. You can't also be a great leader without having the ability to do whatever you need to do on your own. If you don't need your boss to tell you what to do, then it means you have the initiative and you can take care of all your responsibilities. Taking the initiative is an essential quality for success. To be a business owner that makes millions of dollars, you have to be a great leader. Leadership isn't something that can be given to you out of kindness or out of luck. You can take it by being always ready to do what is right. The best example of taking the initiative and leadership is the foundation of Microsoft. This huge business that is taking over the world started with the friendship of two nerds. They are Bill Gates and Paul Allen. Both of them loved programming, and they had nothing else to talk about in their daily lives. In 1974, an interesting article was published in Popular Electronics magazine. This article was so huge back then because it introduced the first computer that was meant for public use. That computer was the Altair 8800. This computer was simple to use for programmers. When Gates and Allen read the article, they knew that if they could write a code for this machine, it would make a huge shift in the history of humankind. So Gates and Allen decided that they would work on the code themselves. For over 2 months, they focused on nothing else but writing the basic code for Altair 8800. The funny thing was that they didn't even own an Altair. They made do with a PDP-10 emulator. All that Gates and Allen had was a brilliant idea and the confidence to take the initiative. Once the code was ready, they contacted Ed Roberts, who is the manufacturer of the Altair. Allen came to MIT's office to program the code, and it worked. Everyone at MIT's was so surprised. Ed Roberts said at once that he wanted to work with Gates and Allen. They signed a contract, and that was the birth of Microsoft. Soon after they started working, Gates and Allen were making a lot of money. They didn't stop at that, but they went further. They kept trying to improve the Altair by creating new codes every time. What made Bill Gates and Paul Allen successful isn't just the great ideas, but also the confidence to try everything that they believed would work out. They took the world as their own playground and kept introducing new concepts. No one told them what they had to do, and that in itself is leadership. Imagination. Imagination is the power that allows you to create anything in your mind. You can't have a goal unless you have a clear picture of it in your mind first. You also can't be confident or be a great leader without having the ability to imagine these qualities every day. This technique you will learn is called autosuggestion. Once you focus your mental images on your desired aim, your actions will follow automatically. Since you have total control of your own imagination, nothing can stop you from achieving what you want. To show you the extent to which imagination can make a business successful, here's the story of Clarence Saunders. Saunders had a job in a small retail store. He worked as the grocery clerk. He was just an ordinary man with an ordinary job. He was making $20 a week, and he had nothing special about him. One day, Saunders was in the cafeteria to get food. As he was waiting in line, a wave of what-if thoughts came and took over his brain. He noticed how the self-help principle in the cafeteria worked, and he thought of the possibility of applying the same principle in a grocery store. This idea was simple, and it was not entirely new. All that Saunders did was look around and try to make connections. He was creative, and he used his imagination to use an old idea in a new environment. Clarence Saunders created the Piggly Wiggly chain of stores. This innovative way of thinking turned Saunders from being a regular guy with a paycheck of $20 a week to a successful millionaire. If you analyze the process through which Saunders changed his life and achieved extraordinary success, you will notice that he used all the lessons in the previous chapters. Saunders had a creative idea that motivated him to set a definite goal. His goal was huge, and he wanted to change the world with his idea. The fact that he was focused made Saunders strong. The power of the universe was beside him because he had the law of attraction playing in his favor. Once he had an actionable plan, Saunders started to move with confidence. Since the idea was new, he had to take the initiative and lead the new wave of Piggly Wiggly stores. None of the things we just discussed in this book is possible without imagination. It's due to Saunders' imagination that he created a new idea, set a goal based on it, get self-confidence, and lead his way through success. No one can ever succeed without imagination. The lessons in this book are a testament to the power of the brain, especially the power of imagination. Remember that imagination is free, and it's totally under your control. No one can stop you from creating new ideas or combining old ones. So what are you waiting for? Conclusion. It is a sad proven fact that most people live without having any idea of who they are or what they want to do. They live aimlessly, and they watch as the people they know become more and more successful. You can keep watching your friends succeed, or you can start writing your own success story right now. In this book, you learn what you need to do to become a successful person. You need to know yourself first. Once you understand who you are, you can decide on a definite goal. This goal can push you to be confident and be a great leader, especially if you have a powerful imagination. Once you apply the lessons of this book, your life will never be the same. Success comes from actions, not just from having thoughts. Stop watching on the sidelines and start moving. Time waits for no one, and opportunities will not be available forever. Remember, you are the leader of your destiny. Your actions today can make you a millionaire tomorrow. You want to be rich, don't you?